Dizigui English course. It's a standard of being a good person.
To benefit all the general public and also to introduce them to the great culture of the Chinese.
To start from ourselves, how we can build a happy life through being filial child and cultivating ourselves and also within our family first.
We have total 5 to 6 countries of the participants.
So I'm from Indonesia, Medan.
I'm from Brunei.
From Myanmar.
I'm from Singapore.
I was born in Sweden.
This is my first time for the 6 days workshop.
In fact, this is my 5th time I come to Malaysia and study. A lot of accomplishments, a lot of what I can contribute to the society because of I ever come here and I study Dizigui.
I expect that I can improve myself in the future after this, and also expect that I can share what I learned here to my friends.
A lot of interactions with people from overseas, so it's nice to get to know them, and we can interact and learn from each other, their culture also, so that we can build better relationship.
When they told us about this class, I was very happy because it is in English, so it's easier for us to learn the more of the details about the standard of this Dizigui.
As this is the first time, all the facilitators to go on stage to share with the audience on some of the Dizigui chapters.
Well, I feel a bit nervous, but I'll try my best.
A little bit stressed.
I'm feeling excited, but I'm looking forward.
I hope I'll be able to do it properly during the sharing. Yeah.
Words carry the meanings and the wisdoms of Chinese, the ancient Chinese. They want to pass on some knowledge, some wisdom, some ways of how to deal with our lives with the words.
I can start to understand, okay, the filial piety, what is the word, where does it came from? Even like today, the human actually is the original of the human is like they want us to be humble. Actually, is the bowing down in here. So that lesson is very good, and then I can get deeper meanings and the reason, the history behind every Chinese character.
During the Dizigui, teaching about how become Chinese words is so meaningful. Every word they got meaning.
When they define a word with another word, when forming together is another word.
Everything must start with the education. So the Prime Minister at that time would also take up the Minister of Education. We'll start from this very young child. Not so much of teaching him a lot of knowledge, and if a child is respectful, he will get a lot of help in his life.
Often when I look at the teacher's song, the way he can put things for us to understand, he's really in depth.
I find it interesting to study here because with the message I also get a lot of knowledge about ancient Chinese culture.
Filial piety is #1 in this chapter, and also #1 in these 8 basic virtues of mankind. Knowing is not enough, we must apply. Willing is not enough, we must do.
Moral principles, he talks about self-cultivation. So he always believed that everything begins from ourselves.
The thing that really inspired me and about the lesson here is the filial piety.
How we should be filial to our parents.
It reminds me of a lot of small details that I don't remember. The sharing was going on. A lot of memories came up. I feel kind of guilty in a way.
Often reflect what can we actually learn and apply so that we can bring home, also can guide our children.
So it's very important that we learn how to deal with brothers, sisters at home, because they are the ones who grow with you. They are the ones where you play together when you are a child, learn to fight, learn to share.
It reminds me again about the importance of elders and youngers in here.
Brother and sister, we have to love each other, care for one another, and if one of us has a problem, we have to try to help them in a positive way, of course.
How to be very mindful. What is mindful? Mindful is all about our thoughts.
To learn more about awakening from our sleep. Then when we sit down, we must sit properly, not shaking our leg. We shake away all our good fortune.
Trustworthiness is actually something that I value a lot. Besides keeping one's word, to carry out one's duty and obligations is also a form of trustworthiness.
The employer should understand what the employee needs. So they have to put trustworthy to what they have done for the company, let's say. If we trust each other, the work will be easier. Without trustworthy, there is no relationship will work.
Respect the given task to fulfill, because once you learn a good habit, you will adopt it. Once you adopt it happily, you will send up the right message.
How you respect someone, I think it's very simple learning how you respect everything in your environment. When you understand what is the teaching inside that, how you live properly, how you can change, make it the difficulties to make it easy. That's a very interesting thing.
In this chapter, we learn about love all being. All is a lot. Everything that we see, visible and the unseen.
Loving each other, no matter what races you are, no matter what religion you are, we can harmonize our society living with true hearts between each other.
And don't every time looking at a big eye of ourselves, but look at others good point, look at others' strengths, and look at our family good point and strengths, and work in harmony.
随着人工智能的不断的发展，对于人的理解越来越物化、去意义化、边界模糊。我们如何来应对？我们刚才谈到，我们要用家文化来做。家文化当中，家里面最重视的是教育。教育是什么样的教育？是智慧的教育。
Very interesting teaching.
In order to use an AI, personally, you must have a good heart, kind heart, and unconditional love. The foundation started with loving kindness.
That's how you learning, how you imply love and practice in the corporate. Very simple but not easy, but you can do it by your effort, doing that by your role model. It can be done.
May you have auspiciousness and causes of success. May you have the confidence to always do your best. May it take no effort in your being generous.
I like the
sharing
taste,
what you can, nothing more, nothing less.
It is new for me.
The next step I would want to join is to be a vegan, maybe.
May the best of your todays be the worst of your tomorrows. Whoa. May the road less paved be the road that you follow. Oh. Well, here's to the hearts that you go.
First time after
after 25 years.
I feel a little bit awkward when we see toilet that's used by many people.
Somehow, it's like ourselves. Sometimes we don't realize there's so many dirt in our mind that we also sometimes need to calm down and clean it up.
And it becomes a good reflection to me. It needs a heart that low down your ego.
Actually, it's quite difficult. But as you do it second time, third time, fourth time, 10th time, it become naturally.
Fascinating as a slap bracelet. May you keep the chaos and the clutter off your desk. May you have unquestionable health and less stress. Having no possessions, though immeasurable wealth. May you get
the drama that we had. I see someone step down. I see someone take lead. I see that they compromise with each other.
We start from not knowing each other, and then through the drama, we have to cooperate with other members of the team.
We learn to listen what people have to say with an open mind, and we learn not to judge until the statement is finished.
But I may be slightly late. All right? Okay, I have to carry. Sorry, Mom. I've got my meeting now. I know you have a good heart.
So we learn about how to respect each other because we have different argument, different opinion. Finally, even though we have different opinion, we can have the good result.
Check out. That girl also want to bully.
No way. I want to be there.
Fine.
I lose everything. I have a family to feed. Give me a chance. Matthew! Where did you get it? Please buy me
Please make me laugh. Here's to the fact that I'd be sad without you. I want you to have it all.
We have a Dizigui teaching that we can see, our ancient already told us like this, so it make it as easy.
But one of the things that I find important is that I really understand that even the smallest little effort can make a difference.
Pretty sure there's a lot of value and a lot of story, a lot of inspiration that I can get from here.
We have to change ourselves first. If you don't change yourself to make it an example, then people will not understand you.
Respect each other, to love each other, and then throughout the society, how to being trustworthy between each other. All this.
Even though at our age, it's never too old to learn.
It's just very thankful that I'll be able to learn together with all of you. It's just great.
百善孝为先。